Hello everyone, welcome back to BALC, Bharatiya Academy of Linguistics and Communication, an ISO 9001-2015 certified institute. And I am Pavitra. I am back with another video. In my previous video, I have talked about GSTs, the introduction to GSTs, the company creations using Tally, and the enabling features of GST in the Tally. And if you have not watched that video, the link is in the description box. You can go through that and then watch this video. And in today's video, I'll be talking about the ledger creations using Tally Prime. Those ledgers will support us to calculate the taxes such as CGST, SGST when sales and purchases are made in a company. Now let's begin with that. I'll get into the Tally. This is the company which I have created in the previous video, and we'll begin with the ledger creations directly. We have the options here, and this is called as a gateway of Tally screen. Whatever the work you have to do in Tally, you have to begin with the gateway of Tally screen. And now I'll start about the ledger creations. Have to go for create, and here I can find the options called as ledgers, wherein I'll be starting to create a ledgers relating to the taxations. I'll begin with that. The first ledger I want is CGST ledger. This ledger should be grouped under duties and taxes. Why under duties and taxes? Because this is a tax list for me. So now you can remember whatever the tax items it might be, whenever you're creating a ledgers, you have to group them under the duties and taxes. And later this is asking me for the further details, that is type of duty, percentages, everything. So we'll see for that. Just because I have enabled the GSTs, it is giving me the details of GST. If not, you'll not get this option here. So now I have enabled, I'll be selecting the type of duty as GST. And tax type, as the name tells me, as CGST, the tax type will be the central tax. So do select the central tax. And the percentage for calculation is 9, because in the enabling features of GST, I have provided integrated tax as 18, CGST as 9, SGST as 9. The same example will be continued in this video as well. And rounding up method is not applicable, and go for accepting this ledger. Now we are done with creating CGST ledger. I'll go for the second most ledger, that is SGST. Under the group again duties and taxes, the type of duty is GST back, because that is a GST item, and tax type is state tax. So this entire tax will go through the state tax, and the percentage is 9%. Rounding up method is not applicable, and then enter and accept. We are done with creating the second ledger as well. And I'll go for the third ledger, that is IGST. Under the group duties and taxes, the type of duty will be GST. Again, the tax type is integrated tax, as the name tells me. The percentage for calculation will be the additions of CGST, SGST, that is summed into 18%. This 18% entirely gets into the central governments. Rounding up method is not applicable, and go for accepting this. Done with this as well. The next is fourth ledger. One is for sales, one is for purchase. Why? Because only when I make purchases, I can go for tax calculation, and also when I make purchases, I can go for tax application. That is the reason. Firstly, let me create sales ledger. Under the group sales account, type of ledger is not applicable. Is GST applicable? Yes, it is applicable. While I am making sales, I have to calculate the GST for this. That is the reason. And set alter the details. Yes, because I have to give certain GST details of sales. Nature of transactions will be sales taxable. If you want to have the detailed view, you can go for Alt plus W. Applicable from will be 1, and the description electronics. I hope you people remember In the first video, I have given the details of the descriptions, HSNs, all those things of electronics items itself. Will continue with the same descriptions and the examples. And the HSN code I have given as 242424 is non-GST goods. No, it is GST goods. The nature of transaction here will be sales taxable, just because I have to calculate a tax when I make sales. And set alter the tax details as yes. The integrated tax is 18%, 9 for central, 9 for state, and accept the screen. We are good to go. The type of supply is goods, because electronics items are goods. If your company is service oriented, you can select the services. We are done. We'll get into the next ledgers. Fifth ledger, that is purchases. Under the purchase account group, and is GST applicable? Yes, applicable. Even for the purchases, we have to pay the GST. That is the reason. Set alter the GST details, again convert this into yes, and for the detail view it is Alt plus W, applicable from 1 and enter. The description for this will be again electronics. The HSN code will be 242424. Nature of transactions will be purchase taxable for me. In the sense, whenever I make purchase, have to pay taxes for this. That is the reason. And set alter tax details, yes. Integrated tax is 18%, divide into 9 each for central and state, and accept this. Type of suppliers goods, and accept. Next ledger I want is the person from whom I am purchasing goods and the person to whom I am selling the goods for. It will be the debtors and creditors. We'll see to that. The sixth most ledger is Prakash. Either you can consider the name of a person or a company name. I'll consider as Prakash of the company, PIIE. So this person will be my sundry debtors. Why under sundry debtors is because when I make certain sales, if he is receiving the goods, he will be the receiver. Debit the receiver. That is the reason. And maintain bill by bill, yes, because with the help of this person's ledger, I have to make payment and I have to receive payment, so and so stuff. That is the reason maintain bill by bill is yes here. And no other alterations. You can furnish the personal details of this person and you can accept this. If you have GST number, you can fill that and go for accepting the ledger. And the seventh most ledger I want is for the purchases. He will be the creditors. As I have told, you can consider the name of person or you can consider the name of organization. I'll take the example of Suresh here of a company bulk. He will be my sundry creditors. So you have to consider this name while you are making purchases. Maintain bill by bill is yes again, because with the reference of this bill I have to receive payment or I have to make payments, so and so. That is the reason. And go for accepting this by furnishing all the details and done. So we are done with all the ledgers that is required for the calculation of tax when we make sales or when we make purchases. And that's it for the day. We'll meet in our next video with the voucher entries and the calculation of tax. And for more updates, subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.